And that's what I'm saying. What if the person, if you're looking for the healing to come from this other person who's just supposed to be walking around full of holy oil, right? The person walk around full of holy oil. Clarence supposed to be full of holy oil, full of healing, and he just happens to attract you and says, "What you need? You need some healing, baby." Like, what if he hurting too?
Stretch your hand for it, right? And again, this is where a lot of people feel unfulfilled, right? I hear a lot of women say, "Hey, listen, well, I just feel unfulfilled in a relationship. Like I done been through so much, and I just expect him to be more than what it."
They say expect, and I deserve to be loved. After everything I've been through, I deserve somebody to love me. After everything I gave out, Nobody told you to give out your whole behind to toxic man. Mm-hmm. Now you feel like after all I've been through, and girls will tell you, girl, you deserve to be happy. Like you don't deserve. But I mean, at this point in your life, you deserve somebody to love you. What about the guy? Mm-hmm. Does he deserve anything? No. Does he deserve not to be hurt no more? Right. Does he deserve not to be cussed out? Not to be put on this pedestal where he got to pay everything, protect everything? Like, and that's all pain. And then both pain gets together and say, I don't know about her. I don't know about him.
Yeah, listen, you speaking the real.
What first lady say? First lady short. Mm-hmm. People in general need to watch what they tell a person. They can use it against them in the long run. Every relationship is good in the beginning. Get to know the real person before you go talking about your past relationship. Nah, she just brought out a really tough position. She ain't lying. Because Clarence's point it was tonight, does pain help you choose your partnership? And most of when they're in pain, they talk about it.
I gotta ask this question, Pastor Dozier, just because of course I be on the sheet, but
2% clean. You're 2% clean anyway. We know Clarence.
I have my question. No, that hold up. You know what I'm saying? I have my questions, of course, because we're running a broadcast, we're running the show, so we want to stay on point. But at the same time, my question is this: what in your mind could you say is some of the things that you may see as a repeat offense when it comes to pain choosing a partner for a man or even a woman, or both?
So first of all, the number one factor is it's loneliness. It's like what I tell.
Come on, Jeff. Come on, tighten up, bro.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
It's ultimately the lonely factor. Mm-hmm. So like this, let's be real. Once you've tasted something sweet, you got the taste now. So to not desire something that you have, it's easy to tell somebody, "Oh, girl, stop." People that talk about diets, stop just eating sweets. Put all that sugar down. Put the juice down. That's easy to say, but she's already tasted it.
Right.
So now she's in the taste of somebody in the house with me, somebody coming through, and now she's alone. Like, so the biggest factor I think that could be the reasons why people take that pain to choosing the wrong partner. Number one is just being alone. People don't like being alone. Right. So when people look at it like this, imagine somebody don't know if their landlord gonna kick them out because it's the 5th. They're not sure if the landlord gonna kick them out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Does it really matter where they get the money from? Nah, the landlord might work with them. Mm-hmm. We don't know this. But in the moment, they thinking I may get put out. And I don't like how I feel. The anxiety. I don't know if he gonna come by. Do I hide? Do I go to work? Let's go to the mall today. Let me call my car. I don't know. Since all these I don't knows, then the person starts saying, "Man, maybe I will call him for that money. I don't know though." Like I'm telling you, I've seen people, save people, love God. Right. Don't care where the money come from when it get that bad. Right. So when it comes to relationships, number one reason is loneliness. Just like, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through the night. That's why them calls get there. Any other night, when you and the dude was together, you went to sleep 10 to 11 o'clock. Now it's 1 o'clock, I just can't sleep tonight. You can sleep tonight. Right. You can make it. So I'm just saying, loneliness I think is one. Another one is false expectation within themselves. So loneliness, number one, I think on both sides, male and female. False expectation is, oh man, I done seen dudes, I'm supposed to get me a old bad chick, dog. You know what I mean? I ain't no rude poop. You know what I mean? I ain't no simp, I ain't no rude poop. You are. And let's be real. You're not who you think you are. Nobody gets it all. Right. God never blessed everybody with 100%. We wouldn't need him. So you got this attitude like you think you are. So women call it arrogant, high. And women sometimes be like, I deserve better. I deserve a man that at least make this. I make this. I work hard for mine. I deserve it. I'm saying, you know what you deserve? You deserve I don't want to say it wrong.
Nothing. Hold on.
Because you ain't entitled to nothing.
Right. You don't deserve. You earn. You understand? You don't just deserve.
You deserve the best of a guy. And he get whatever you got. That's a false expectation within yourself. It ain't real life. Mm-hmm. So and that's what happens on reality TV shows. You fall in love with something toxic, and you like the mess in it. See, because in the mess you can still believe. You know what? He probably do really love because he did say this. Like, and you don't even want that kind of life. That's a false expectation that you done played in yourself. And then you meet a guy, and he supposed to play your role in your little crazy movie, and you the victim of it. He supposed to come save the day, rub your back. Baby, come on, where your feet at? Let me rub your feet tonight. And then turn around, be gangster when you need him to be gangster. Turn around, give you $10,000 to go shop with, and then come back and say, baby, listen, I need to, like you want all of that. And you want him to go to church with you and love God. And let's pray.
Right.
I love a man who prayed.
He got what he got to have is concealed. Cause I want him to have his pistol on him in the church just in case. Cause
right. The last one, so I told you, loneliness, false expectations in themselves, and then the last thing is people not being able to get over. It's what Sister Short said. The third one is not being able to get past your own pain. So what Clarence talk about, does pain help you choose your partner? What if you was the wrong?
Man, listen, that's true.
What if you the painful one?
That's
what if you caused the pain? Nobody talks about it. It's too late. We're like, well, nobody said at the beginning.
Because listen, that's gonna kill the covering. You see, when most people say, "Hey, listen," you kill the covering because a person is covered by the fact that at the very least, once I don't even say, I pin them in the corner with facts, or hey, you put them in a place where they can't say, "Hey, it's acceptable to do X, Y, Z." Trump card come out. I've been hurt. Hey, listen. You know what? After everything, like I understand, I might have did this and I might have flipped off the handle.
But I've been through something.
Listen, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me know. Are you working through something? As opposed to you just been through something. That's what it did.
I know. If you've been through it, it's past. You ain't been through it. You're still in it.
Right. That's
why I'm catching it.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you really through with it, it ain't nothing. And then, why you ain't tell me this? That's what I'm talking about. Last thing is, what Tamika said, ain't nobody really want to talk about the past.
Until though, hey man, listen, hold up. Hey, you coming down on me too hard, Pastor Dozier. Yeah. First of all, I've been through a lot. This is Trump card right here. Yeah. I've been through a lot card that says, hey, if I
say something to you wrong,
just be understanding.
My card. I've been through a lot now.
Listen, and then nobody. And the thing is, we expect people to deal with the same thing that we telling our children is unacceptable. You have a person that, like, when you go back to being entitled and, hey, you're entitled to nothing, you earn everything. This is the same thing that I know I be telling my son when he's talking about your daddy.
I owe you nothing.
You won't get me nothing out of stuff. Listen, it's all things that we feel like on a level where it's someone else that we're trying to bring up. All of a sudden, these same principles and morals are just, you're right. You sure right. Tell them. Yeah. And then when it comes to telling ourselves, it's just like, oh man, I don't know that it can't work like that. I should be able to. I'm not wrong if I at this point in my life I should have. You see what I'm saying? The system didn't change. It's
so watch this. So I'm gonna cut right across the grass. So a lot of women choose men that they think they can run.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You pick the guy that you want to run because you wanted to run him. Your pain
chose him.
Last dude wasn't no buster. They do what you say. They just lay down every time. Okay, baby, no, okay. I ain't want to. So now you done pick the okay man. Mm-hmm. And you half satisfied because that's not what you really want. But your pain helped you choose him. Then here's the other thing. Clarence just said one thing. Ladies, y'all do say that. You pull out the card of, I've been hurt. Here's the other card. I've been doing stuff for myself my whole time. So my whole life, like I mean, it's hard for me to just try to honor another man. This and man, like I've been doing for me, my baby, myself. I got my job. I got this car. I got this partner for myself. I got, and so it ain't just so easy to just follow and honor man because of what I did this myself. No, that's garbage. That's garbage because it ain't easy for him. Yeah. To listen to all this mouth, and he feel like he with his auntie and his mama. Yeah, you know what I mean. But it's just.
But all of a sudden, it's acceptable because you've done so much, and again, now your threshold of entry is higher. You know what I'm saying? Now man got to pay VIP price to get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and all of a sudden it's like, well, I don't see no benefit. I'm supposed to at least get, you know what I mean? Like, where's my section? Where's my
and I get the risk with everybody not want to be honest in the beginning, because you have to say in the beginning, you know, you may not have, you know, this relationship may not go far. You say, hey, I just kind of got something, man, about 3 months ago or so, and
I'm still dealing with it.
I'm still dealing with a lot. Watch this. I'm in it. I ain't out yet. Mm-hmm. I ain't at the beginning. You know, like nobody talks about it, because when it comes down to it, you know, I'm now addressing my own place. I just told somebody today, hey man, be honest with them and just tell them, hey, this is where I'm at. Now, that doesn't mean I don't want to talk to you, but it's into the person saying, man, I ain't trying to talk to this person every day. You know, right now I'm working on me. Like, and they really mean that. Like, hey, they're trying to say, hey, not too long ago I was into this world, and they didn't want to share that because, you know, but now it's like, because it's expectation just to happen so fast. Hey, now I just need to be honest with you and tell you, there's a standard I have within myself on how a great man or a great woman should be, and I ain't there. Mm-hmm. So yes, we can talk, but I ain't telling you gotta wait. I told them that's so valuable in the beginning, because it's saying, hey, this is where I'm at. And if we ever gonna have anything anyway, I gotta be honest with you. You either run, buck, find out you can't take it, or you understand, hey, this guy's telling me the truth. Most people bring their pain out later, and then you wonder why you causing pain. Guys come out and say, I ain't want to tell you about your girl. Baby mama, you know what I'm saying? She was pregnant, but I ain't want to tell nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? You know, like come on. You carry pain 6 months in, and you wonder why she responded that way. Ladies, you know you got a nasty attitude. You know when you get upset, you never try to control your mouth and your attitude. Are you dysfunctional when it comes to your emotions? Right. And now you done hear them good. You done hear them good for 8 months, and all of a sudden he like,
really? This is where we at.
Why you won't just get over it? I mean, I just said I'm sorry, because you carry 8 months of pain. Mm-hmm. I'm supposed to get over it in 8 minutes? Nah, he ain't gonna do that.
Bro, that's no good right there.
First lady,
8 months of pain.
Until the person truly loves themselves and address the real problem involving self, all of their relationships will be toxic, because the real issue is not the other person. Sad but true. Most of the time, we are our own enemy.
And that's the problem. Why I think it need to be talked about. Every time I come with these topics, it's not just because I'm just looking for something to talk about.
Real life.
It actually be things that it just so happen to be a spark. I swear, it could be a phrase. It could be a statement. It could be something I seen at the McDonald's. It could be something I experienced myself. But yet it always is relevant, because we all go through the same thing. We just handle it different.
Totally.
And so one of the main things that take us down a lot is, as far as the question was, what's a cycle that you see kind of perpetuated, that's continuing when it comes to men and women? You mentioned a lot that I think a lot of it is pertains to women. And I think what I'm about to say, being who I am, 2% Cleasy, I think that is where you got to throw it in the equation. We oftentimes we the ones as men that always get taken down by the thirsty women demon. We talk about how, hey, you know, a man being attracted to thirsty women. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's hard, very hard for a man to turn down a woman who is attracted to him and just coming on strong, unless he just completely unattracted to her. But if there's some attraction there, and then she giving them the platform to be comfortable to speak, to give them all of this reverence and all this type of stuff, it's very hard. And a lot of guys get taken down by that. And to me, I'm not throwing shade on no guy. All I'm saying is, if we look at it, this dude be the issue for us.
Yeah, I will admit that I know a lot of men. Let me dive into what Clarence saying a little bit more. A lot of men start experiencing something that they don't often get, and then you find out, ladies, he's turned down women before, but he's never been in a battle with a thirsty one. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? So now the attraction that he has, because he's never had that kind of thirst at him. Now, on my side, I'll be honest with you. I was just talking to somebody the other day that's like, man, Pastor, man, you don't think that girl attractive, I said, listen, her attraction is never going to be in question. She is attractive. But she ain't never that attractive that's worth hindering my future. It ain't that much attraction. Mm-hmm. Now, it took time, because I got a future now. I never had none. I mean, so a man who really flipping his coin, don't really have a lot of focus, don't have a lot of zeal. That's why I tell you, ladies, you don't have time to be mad in your feelings and emotional, because your man now is trying to get a perspective of where he's trying to go. including you. And that's confusing. He got a plan. Now he got you in the room. He trying to figure out, okay, where am I trying to go with her with me? Now, if he don't get a clear vision on that, thirst will come in and change the game. So ladies don't like to admit this, but just because your man got a good job don't mean that he see future in that job. He there right now. He making a little money. He doing that. So he needs you not to be emotional, but to ride with him so he don't have to always clog his windshield up. Why am I saying this? Because what happens is when the pressure get on, he don't care who clearing the window.
Right.
I'm foggy right now.
Right.
Clear up. Nah, I'm just saying for me. So, do I see ladies that's attractive? Absolutely, I see them. Do I see ladies that are attractive in ways that say that my wife ain't? Absolutely. But guess what? It ain't enough it's not enough attraction to move me. It hasn't always been that way. So, ladies, you have to be with a man and help support him to strengthen him to be battle tested. I tell women all the time, if a man has sex with another woman, sometimes it don't mean nothing to him. That's why he lied to her. He want to hold on to her. Women, when they have sex with another man, it's over. Her feelings went somewhere else. But when a woman talk to a man, guess what? Don't mean nothing to her.
Right. And I think,
and when men do, so that thirsty start talking to her, everything like, oh my God, I just couldn't wait to talk to you. Hear her breathing. So now all of a sudden, he ain't never been battle tested. So I tell ladies all the time, stop getting mad with a man because he love you. He do. Now what you got to pray about, this is what you need God for. Lord, help my man be strong enough to be battle tested. Battle tested means, hey, what if the chick comes and she do look better than me?
So we got one, shout out to Chi-Town. She said, can we define thirsty women? We mean aggressive.
What?
Meaning the women that just don't care, don't have look. They don't. It seems like they ain't got no type. They Ray Sherman out here. You know, it's some certain women that are just overly attentive, attractive, not attractive, but attracted to a man that just seem like they just won't stop.
So let me describe thirsty to clear it all up. When a person is thirsty, it's noticeable. See, I can say, hey, man, I want something to drink. It's cool. But when you thirsty, you can tell.
Right.
And all I'm trying to tell you is, ladies, when you thirsty, a man can tell. Yeah, he can tell you thirsty.
And if you have some status,
and you thirsty for him.
There's some women that dehydrated out here as well. We talking about thirsty. Listen, you
hey,
talking about some.
Yeah, we got some anorexic, dehydrated, on their last leg, any IV they'll take it. Yeah. Straight up.
And so we talk about, a woman who's thirsty. So for somebody that's out there, like Shakir said, a woman who just aggressive, just overly persistent when it comes to her trying to garner a man's attention. So when you're looking at and like Pastor Dozier said, a lot of times it's so recognizable. So a woman can see another woman being thirsty, and be like, look, she's so over the top. You're doing too much. Like, you don't got to be like all over him. You don't got to be doing all and making all of these passes, and you know what I mean. You Drew Brees out here with these passes. And so again, that is, to me, in my opinion, where you can see this woman is thirsty. She aggressive. She just over the top. Won't stop.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I got a couple questions on here too.
Go ahead.
But again, ladies, thirsty is noticeable. And so you may not think you noticeable, but guess what? People can see it. Mm-hmm. They can see it.
Right.
You noticeable. You noticeably thirsty.
Clear.
They already saw. Guess what? You done picked up the lady she wanted. And you got man. You just hanging around like the guy can tell. Like, hold on, I'm just walking through. You don't went on this aisle too.
Man, listen. I remember back in the day, I was working at a restaurant when I was serving tables. I remember this one lady. She came in the restaurant. She was, flirtatious, this and that. And it was around like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? So at that time, you know what I mean. All the guys in the band were like, Clarence, you step down, you holler, I'm like, no, I'm cool, I'm chilling. The same lady come back that same day about 11:30, 12 to get something else from the same restaurant. And I'm like, come on, man. Come on now. The way you were throwing vibes and passes in the first encounter, now you come back, you clearly want something. You see what I'm saying? And so a lot of people don't think that, hey man, is it noticeable when I did that? You ain't, no, I just want
sir. Yeah. And then you ever ask people when they're together, they be like, yeah, I saw. Come on, when it's over. But here's what Natalie said. Question:
what's up,
man? If you did show you're crazy and you're waiting for the man to get over it, if he returns, what is the proper response or the next step for the woman? And she's working on the past hurts while she waits. I'm so glad. That's a good question. We talked about this once before in a certain way. So how do you strengthen the man to be battle tested? So it's two things. First thing is what Clarence, we talked about this before. can you be honest about what you've done without it being on him? So here's what ladies do when they mess up. You was dead wrong. You responded dead wrong. You was crazy. You got body about it. Mm-hmm. You flipped out your mouth. You came at him sideways. You know you did. So you don't say stuff like this. Man, when you had said this right here, that's what when the moment you said that, that's when I flipped. Because that's not an excuse to be that way. That's like a man said, well, the moment you started like that, that's when they punch you in the mouth. You got punched in the mouth the moment you said that. Like, it's not okay. So there's no reason to disrespect the man. So when you talk to a man, you say, hey, guess what? Hey, what I should have been doing was working on my own self, my own mouth. The part of me that disrespect because I wasn't battle tested. See what I'm saying? So I was dead wrong to assume that, guess what? I could be in a relationship with somebody, and guess what? We're not gonna have bad moments. And ultimately, I wasn't working on them. So I got exposed. So I'm sorry I've been exposed. And guess what? Maybe I haven't been praying like I should. Maybe I haven't been watching too many toxic shows. Maybe I've been listening to my auntie too long. Maybe I haven't been working on those things and put myself in position to say, okay, what if I am in this situation? What do I do? When I'm in marriage counseling all the time, I always ask the man when I get him by himself, I say, guess what? Who you think the baddest chick is? Just me and you in the room. I would set him up. Who the baddest chick you think is? Like, well, no, the chick, she got to be like this at the bottom and all that. Right. I said, cool. I said, okay, well, you like dogs, be like, I like the old black chick, So anyway, after he get through all that, I said, listen, if she come in the room today, you think if she wants you, I mean, talking about she just came in here, you just sweating her. She come in the room and want you, when you hit, you like, oh, pal, I said, ain't nobody gonna know. Mm-hmm. Nobody gonna know. Well, you know they all tell me? Come on, nobody gonna know. What's what they tell me? Yeah, I'm here. Watch it. Now, then I do this. I put the wife in the room and then I start saying, listen, do you ever pray for the woman that blows his mind? I know y'all getting married. I'm about to tell you this. But have you ever prayed for the woman who's everything you not? So we'll talk about this. We'll assume not. We'll assume that guess what? You the best everything. Right. He the best everything. Oh, he completes me. Let me get married. This is not true. You don't think a woman attracted to somebody else? You're crazy. You don't think if a woman can look and say, hey, that man, hey man. Now here's the point. It don't. You praying that it don't move them. Mm-hmm. That's all you can care. Will a woman be more attractive than your woman, man? Yes. Right. But you got to pray that your man is strong enough to be battle tested. Now, let's get prayer out the door. What are you going to do to support it? You can't add pain. Get that pain out of you.
Right. And to me, what you were saying, basically, you got to be open about your vulnerability to help facilitate
truth. I'm back when you started. You talking about the earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah. And can you be honest?
Can you be honest about, okay, listen, I'm dealing with this, I work through this, and at least create a platform for him to be like, all right, well, you know what, I do be struggling with this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you'll get a person to admit some of the things that's wrong with them once you right.
I see men do the same thing. Man, I really don't need to be out there like that. Mm-hmm. I done seen men admit that, hey, guess what? Man, I really don't need to be out there with some homeboy. I ain't gonna lie, ain't nothing I'm doing right now. Now, ladies, you heard him say that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nah, what that means is at least he's admitted to you. So listen, don't tell him to be don't. That's what you get. Then you say you don't need to be around him. That ain't what you do. You don't tell him because you're trying to tell a grown man what to do with his own friends. What you do is you find other stuff y'all can do together. It's just other ways to do it, and I think it comes out. So here's the point: how do you fix it? First step is listening. How do I take the pain out of choosing my partner the wrong way? Is hey, am I listening to the pain? That pain hurt. Stop moving so fast. Slow down for a second. And say. Man, I know I don't want to go through that no more. I never forget. I was tired. I'm telling you, it was pain. It wasn't pain so much a female hurt me. I was tired of starting over. Mm-hmm. I got tired of meeting another chick talking about, you know what I'm saying? Let's see how we're gonna. And I got to listen to all her stories and figure out what she lying about and what she telling the truth about. Right. I remember I was saying this. Even if Tina had died, I remember saying I'm going back to something. And rework it, because at least I know something about that. Right. Everything else, I gotta wait till their representative leave and wait till the next person leave, and then maybe I get to the real person. I'm just saying that part of me, man. I was tired of it because I started listening and saying, hold on, you hated that and you hated that. So why you keep attracting that? Because I kind of,
I got some toxic attraction over
in me.
Right.
So I'm just saying. So now,
and even what? Hold up. I know I just spit out a couple little lines. And the Bible say, know thyself.
Yeah.
So as you know thyself, then you got to know what areas you got to work through. I hate hearing this statement all the time where people just throw it out as a covering over the trauma, as a band-aid to say, I know what I need to work on. Most of the time, especially when it comes to us,
the Bible specifically says Bible says a man is clean in his own eyes. It's hard to tell yourself the truth. When you got the mirror, you think, I'm fine, thing in the room. I'm good. Right? Nah, somebody's gonna say, oh my God, your face, like your eyes, you got like you putting on the best. And I saw some people at this wedding this weekend. Oh, you're there. And I was just saying, I know they really think they fly with that. That's not it, baby. Mm-hmm. Nah, in your eyes, you killing them tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm saying you missed the boat. So I'm just saying, a lot of times we're not real enough to be honest with ourselves. And I'll tell you something else to do. If you got a real friend, I'm not talking about somebody who's just your yes person. Ask your real friend, hey, I'll ask a guy. Women never do it. I tell men to do it with women. Hey, would anybody else want you? Like, ask them. And they'll tell you, nah, you lied too much for me. I done seen it. People tell you straight up. Nah, girl, you got too many attitudes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a man, but you be going. Like, you really want me to be honest? Mm-hmm. The reason why most people don't ask for it is because they know what? Somebody gonna blow up. Somebody gonna mess around and tell you the truth. And we never ask people to be honest with us. That's why nobody calls Clarence. Right now, y'all, relationship, what's your thing called? Relationship what? .co.
Healing.
Relationshiphealing.co. Nobody wants to say, I have a struggle with this.
Scorpio Queen, I see you from Evans, Georgia.
Nobody does. Nobody says, hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm toxic, man.
Mm-hmm. This is just a struggle of mine. This is a strong one.
So instead of asking for help, I figured out. Here's the worst thing people say in relationships. Here's the number one line in her relationship that's wrong. Man, I worry about that when I cross that barrier. You know what I'm saying?
I cross that bridge.
When I cross that bridge, I worry about that. You're dying none.
Right. And so again, this is where this conversation, it like I say, is relevant to everybody, because again, everything we spoke about, I don't feel like anybody is excluded from this conversation, because we all got to a point in our life we get set in our ways, we start to believe certain things, we start to direct our life in a certain path based upon what we're going through. I think it was Bernie Mac said, or what was it, D.L. Hughley said, we all have some of our life experiences. So it's hard for a person to get to a certain point and think that all the things happened before that point had nothing to do with where they are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And so again, when it comes to your pain, when it comes to the issues, things that you're dealing with, most of the times, those are the reasons why you decide that this person is attractive over the next person.
Right.
And you got to look at really assess that. And what's the solution? The solution, you got to deal with that. You can't keep picking at the scab and thinking you healed just because it don't really, when I peel the skin back, it don't hurt no more. It's still there. It's still unhealed. It still hasn't been treated. You got to get through that. You got to deal with somebody like. And so for you, I would suggest myself, relationshiphealing.co, book yourself a session. Or you can even contact Pastor Dozier if you feel like, you know what I mean, that Pastor may be more your cup of tea, but you need to get with somebody. You can't sit up in here, especially those in our community, the black community, you can't sit up in here and just blanket statement your life where I know I got things I need to work on, but I don't work on. Or, hey, I've been through issues even though I'm not working through issues. Go away? Like, all of this stuff, and it mean what? Because again, when you meet somebody, you act like you ain't got no trauma, and they should just respect the fact that all the things you deal with that you haven't resolved, and all the pain that you experience that you never dealt with, is something that they should just excuse, knowing you wouldn't do that for them, knowing you wouldn't get at them. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I had to go on my soapbox rant, but I just feel like it's so relevant because everybody talk about, hey, I got things I need to deal with, but you just don't deal with them. And when you meet somebody, a lot of time your pain is what choose that person.
Yeah, I agree.
Pastor, you got anything you want to say before we get up out of
here? No, man, listen, y'all, we got to let that pain go. Because guess what? I always remember this. It's not fair to carry pain to your partner. Like, it ain't fair. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so, love is supposed to be a place where you can kill the pain. And if you carry the pain, you can't even help the other person if they got it. So I always think, and if you are one of those people who's caused pain in a relationship that you're in, man, do all you can to fix it. Because guess what? Trust me, it ain't going nowhere. Mm-hmm. And that pain, sometimes it hurts to know, man, I'm the reason why we alone, why I'm by myself. I'm the reason why I'm alone. I'm the reason why there's funk in the house. So don't be strong enough to cause the pain, but don't be strong enough to try to fix it. That's
a fact. That's a fact. So everybody that loves and support the podcast, I need y'all to hit that share button, share somebody or tag somebody, invite somebody to the podcast next week, man, and just share the message, because at the end of the day, what's my saying? We all go through the same thing. We handle it different. Ain't no difference between me and some of my partners, my past those. We all have been through things. We done all had different walks of life and stepped in somebody else's shoes. But yet, when it comes down to it, we seem to act like, all right, man, since I don't deal with that, then I don't struggle with that, and I ain't got to worry about that. And you do. A lot of times you do. So, does your pain choose your partner? Absolutely, it does. So let's get through that. Let's get with somebody. Let's actually heal. And being that 2021 is a year of recovery, I think it's necessary for us to actually deal with these issues and head on. You know what I mean? Stop going around the bush, beating around the bush, and acting like it don't matter, because actually it matters a great deal.
And you're so much better without the pain.
Facts.
You know what I mean? You're so much more productive, helpful, loving, with no pain in you. But that pain is like poison. I always say, that's why I would talk about the toxins. I just believe pain is going to equal poison. If it don't kill you, it's going to kill everything around you.
Most definitely. So